Hello.
Good evening. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. My name's Barry.
And I'm Jay.
And together we are Mitosu Crafts.
Welcome to our channel. So this evening we'll be sharing 2 cards featuring the Jungle Pals stamp set and dies from Sale-A-Bration by Stampin Up, and it's available for free until 29th of February. So if you'd like to fast forward to the demonstration, if you're watching the replay, do so, as we'll say hello to those of you who have joined us live. Thank you so much. So we have...
Oh, sorry, I'm trying to battle with a cat as well. And
Keisha, hello. Deborah, Cheryl, Lavinia, Lolly and Sandy McCullough, Quinn, the Bling Bling Crafter Pat, Connie, Charlotte, Lavinia, Sandra, hello Marty, Lisa, good evening. We also have Heather, Marty, Mary Lou, Maureen, Jackie Elliott, Amanda, Joanna, hello, Heather Shore, Mary Sickler, Randy, Elizabeth.
First time as well for Randy. Hello to you.
Welcome. Glad you found us. Thank you for joining us. So we also have Linda, Valerie, Cheryl, Christensen, Pauline, Mary, Janice, what? Janice Adams.
I say it every time your pitch goes higher and higher and higher as we're getting close to the end, but then the end's not coming at the moment. It's just like,
I know.
How high can I get?
Craft with Janice. Hi, Janice. We were watching your live earlier. So after you see us, do check out Craft with Janice's channel to see what she's been doing with, was it the Enduring Beauty?
Yes, it was. Yes, I played it. I think last night and tonight. So I missed last night, so I'm going to have to go back and watch that because it looks lovely. That black one, especially.
Barry's been playing with that as well.
Yes, I did a lovely class last night.
So we have Catherine as well, Alice, Marina. It's not moving anymore. I think that's it. No, wait. Who else? Joyce, and that is everyone. Woo!
Lovely. So we're going to give away a card. This one here. So I didn't actually. Did I pop it? Yeah, I did. It's the very first. It's the very first chat. So let's just pin that quickly. I should have done that thing. So, but it's the very first one. But we're going to give this card away here right now. So this is the second card which we made last week using the lovely Jungle Pals. We're going to be playing with the Jungle Pals again this evening. So we'll just talk about that a little bit in a moment. But if you'd like to win this one, and you've popped a comment in the video for last week, then you will be in a chance. We're going to do the drawing for that one right now, and then we're going to crack on. So you've got both of us again this evening. I'm going to do the first one, and Jay is going to do the second one. So double whammy tonight. And then we're going to be finishing up with Zoom this evening as well, yes. I think, aren't we? So the link hasn't been done yet. Oh, no, it's the same link as what it was last week. So if you've already copied it, then great. It's the same link now. If not, I will post it again for you so you can click on that if you want to come and join us on Zoom afterwards. And it's open to anyone and everyone as long as they are interested in crafting and like what we do. Then, yeah, come and join us. Have a chat.
Yes.
Lovely. All right, so let's go over to the live draw. And, yeah. So let's have a little look. I think we're all in. Let's just see if I've got any more.
Good luck, everyone.
26. So good luck.
And the winner is... Dun, dun, dun.
Hey, look at that. Mary. Congratulations there, Mary. That card has come to you. Mary Sickler, just in case there's more Marys on here.
Yes, there are.
But Mary, that one has come into you. So if you can just do us the honours and please drop us an email with today's date on it, the 21st of January 2024, just confirming your address, make sure nothing's changed, and then when I post it, it's easy for me to sort through and see who the winners are. But Mary, that card is yours. Congratulations. You keep saying, hopefully this is one you wanted. I know you comment on a lot of ones you really want, so hopefully this is one which you wanted.
Hi Lani. You have to do Lani's soundtrack. sound effect. Didn't see the hand. You have to do it properly. And we also have Anne as well. Hello, and Deborah.
Excellent. Lovely.
Yes.
So, right, let's crack on then. So, Mary, well done. That card is going to be working its way over to you. So that's that. Right, so I'm going to be playing with the Jungle Pals right here. I have actually gone ahead and going to pre-die cut some stuff to make this just a little bit easier and quicker. Because obviously I was designing, you may have seen the post which I popped out beforehand. I was just having a bit of a play before we come on live. And so I haven't kind of constructed it, so yeah, I may as well just use what I've done. But this is a stamp set which you can earn free of charge at the moment during the celebration between the 4th of January, or between now basically, and the 29th of February 2024. It is somewhere in here. Where is it? Pages 12 and 13. So you can earn the stamp set free of charge with a £45 spend, and you can earn the dies free of charge with a £90 spend. So if you put through a nice little order, you can get both of these things free of charge as well, which is quite handy and nice. So we've got some lovely inspiration in the brochure as well, which you can start playing with. And hopefully we did some inspiration last week for you, and we're going to obviously give you some more inspiration using it this evening. So yeah, the dies I'm going to be using the tree trunk here with the branches. I'm going to be using the vine right there, and to be honest, and I'm going to be using the sloth, which is this one here. So that's all I'm going to be using tonight. I was thinking of using two, but then we decided I was going to use the little bird right here, the toucan, but decided we would just go with a sloth tonight. I'm also going to be pairing that with some, obviously because this doesn't come with sentiments, I'm going to be using the sentiments here from the Ascending Smiles. So, and I picked, the sentiment I plan to use is Smiles Across the Miles, because normally, 9 times out of 10, our cards go to people that are overseas. It doesn't matter where it goes to, whether or not you're in the UK or not, but I figured sending Smiles Across the Miles was quite, I really like that sentiment from this particular set, and it's the font I really like as well. I really like this straight, normal, kind of like, plain font, nothing too fancy. It's easy to emboss, it's easy to get on a nice strip of paper, no fussy cutting involved. And I'm also going to be bringing in waves of inspiration, just because I want a little birdie on here. I want this one right there, just so that we can stamp that little fella. But what we're going to do is I reckon I'm going to be going all white on white. Let's see. I won't do it that one. Let's just do. So let's grab my card base. Actually, do I have got the card base already prepared in here? I think I might do. Yes, I do. I did some crafting last night, and it was a card base which I didn't use. So I've got my standard card base here. We do it to 21 centimeters by 14, scored in half at 10.5 centimeters, and that gives me our card base. Then what I'm going to do is I am going to just measure quickly what I did, just so I get the same measurements. Oh, that's it. Vicky, if you're watching, we're using your ruler, but I'm so used to turning it around for each measurement, it confuses me. I start off with that and I'll turn it around and I'll read everything upside down. I've got to get into the habit of it being... So let's take this to a 9 by... by 12 and let's go 10 by 13, because I'm going to be trimming this down to size. So because I'm going to be doing a bit of ink blending, I always like to start off with a piece of card which is bigger than I actually need, so I can then get rid of the dark edges with this, because I don't always like the dark edges which blending gives. So that's my little tip for you. Start off larger than you need and then cut down any imperfections. I'm going to bring in the lovely, so this may, just going to probably reflect a little bit, but I'm going to bring in out a glass mat. So this here is the glass mat from the we're a part of the joining offer at the moment. So if you join our team or become a little member of the Stampin' Up community, then you can earn this stamp set, this and the silicone sheet and the craft mat free of charge with this. So you can pick £130 off a product for £99, plus you can get that. If you don't want the glass studio because you've already got one together, then you can pick up to, you can get another additional £30, so you can pick £160 off a product for £99. And then you also get to be part of our little community as well. So we've got a couple of you on here as well that are part of our little community. We've got, I think we've got Debs was on at the beginning. We've got Mum Sandra who is on as well. So so come along and join us and make most of this little offer. But yeah, I'm going to be using the glass studio. Oh, and Jay's using it as well. I'm just going to strategically place that there. If I bring out the little craft sheet which goes with that, that goes there, and then I can pop that in there. Then it doesn't move around, and we kind of get rid of some of that glare. I'm going to bring in my brush, and I am going to, now what I found with this glass mat, which is great, I'm going to pop my ink down, and then I can then pick it up, and then I can then just bring this in and blend this background.
You alright?
Yeah, have you got a brush going as well?
Not yet.
No. Was this the one which I used? Was this the one I used earlier on then? That's fine. Yeah. Just feels different to the blending from earlier. So I'm just going to be putting Tahitian Tide down is what I've got here. And I am just going to cover this whole piece. It will be blotchy, but that's fine. I'm kind of creating, or you can do it this way, I'm kind of creating the sky, so it doesn't matter. So the blotchiness is kind of clouds. So you can either do what I did there, ink pad down, or you can go in like this, start smoothing it out, and then in you come. And we'll just bring this in backwards and forwards, round in circles, just to bring this, build these colours up. We'll turn it around a little bit, and we'll do the other side. So, and also another reason for doing it bigger than you actually need as well is you can then hold on to something. So if you then get any fingerprint marks on it, it doesn't matter because we're going to know we're going to cut them away. So just build this up nicely. I do like this glass mat for getting rid of this, for minimising streaks as well. Just build this up. Just going to focus on this little corner down the bottom down here. So you notice when I'm ink blending, I always start off and then I come on. I don't go straight on. Start off and then build it up. That's it. And backwards and forwards, just blend that out. Smooth out anything, and then we're done. Okay, so I can then put my ink pad to one side, pop that to one side, and then what you can do is it also comes with this cleaning chamois as well. You can, this is already slightly damp because I done it earlier on. We can just go over the top and clean off our mat. And that's your work surface clean and ready. Just just let that dry a little bit. It's quite quick drying anyway. But you may just want to have a bit of tissue by the side of you, just so you can, just if you want to carry on using it, you can just dry that up. But there you go. You got a nice clean work surface there with the glass studio. This is the first time actually owning a glass mat, isn't it, Jay? Mm-hmm. And I'm actually really quite happy with it. It's one of those things that, oh, we're going to get it. Are we going to use it? Jay's probably going, well, but I am. I've used it a few times, especially for ink blending. It is very, very handy for ink blending. It doesn't come out all the time because it doesn't warrant it. I bring it out if I'm crafting on the kitchen table, and Jay's at the desk here. I tend to bring it out and craft on this now as well, which is quite handy. So I'm just going to pop my ink brush back, and we're done. And then that just goes on the floor. It's very sturdy as well. It's like tempered glass, so it's very robust. And there we have it. So I've now got my blended background. What I'm going to do is I'm going to trim this down to take away these darker edges. So I'm going to take off 1/2 centimetre from one side, another 1/2 centimetre from that side, and then 1/2 centimetre from the top, and then 1/2 from the bottom. And there we've got rid of all of those bits on the side, which to me I'm not too fussed on. I just quite like it when it's like this. So lovely. There we go, and that there is going to go on like so. Again, as you know, that card base looks odd. As you know me, I like to have a bigger border. On there. That's fine. I think I just need to just check my measurements for a moment. So that's 14, that should be 12. Yeah, and then 10.5. Oh, it's 8. It's 8.5 I need. That's why it looked a little bit odd. My proportions were all wrong, and it was throwing me out. It was I had a shorter border, sides and top and bottom, but I was 1/2 centimetre out. So what I've got here is I've got the tree trunks. I have got the vines. So this has been cut in pecan pie for the tree trunk. We have got granny apple green, which we've got for the vines right here. Got those ones. And I've already gone ahead and I've gone and done it, but we have got the sentiment, which I have done, and that has been heat embossed in white onto some black cardstock. So that's how I'm going. That's why I quite like these. Just simple fonts, nice and easy, no fussy cutting involved, and just straight lines, and they're perfect for embossing. I just love the black on white. Sorry, the white embossing on the black cardstock is one of my favourite things to do with heat embossing. So that's that. So now it's time to construct. So I just need to have a little butcher's at some stuff. Oh, and I also need to do the sloth, don't I? Now I have already got the sloth already kind of ready. I haven't coloured in, but let's do another one just so you can see. Very easy. So Stampin' Up, we just go ink it up a couple of times. Now, depending on your type of ink pad, if you've got like one of the Mementos, which is a solid felt ink pad, you're kind of safe to go this way round. If it's one of our ink pads, which is these kind of like sponge foam, I would recommend you go the opposite way round because it's a bit easier. You can control most of the time, sometimes your pressure. But we're just going to do the sloth here, and we will pop you down like that. That's good. And I'll colour, and I will die cut this one actually, hopefully, because it might be. I've already die cutting once, but colouring's just easier when you've got it on there because I've got something to hold on to and move around to. So question, have the vines been coloured or are the details embossed in the die? The detail is all embossed in everything on this. So it's the little embossing lines. So you've got these ones here which come up, it's a little cut mark through it which looks like the with the vines, and this is some embossing lines which it's done on the tree trunk. So yes, so that's nice. You've also got with the die set as well, Mardy, you've also got You've got the you will have the detail lines on the flowers and the petals on the leaves here, and you've got the and the flowers. You've got the details on those as well. So yeah, it's gonna pop those in.
Okay.
So let's colour. What colour shall we do, Mr. Sloth? We're going to go brown. Crumb cake seems to be a bit of a colour I go to at the moment for colouring in animals. So we'll just go with crumb cake lights. We'll just go round. Just colour this little feather in, then I'll go around with the dark, and I may even just bring another colour in just to give some contrast. And their face is white. What colour? Do they go with a darker? Do I go with a darker colour for their face? I don't actually know what I do for the face actually on this. Do I go with a darker brown? Jason's going to have a quick look for me.
I don't know. Sloth. Oh, they're so cute.
They are so cute. Oh, I have a story about a sloth. I've seen a sloth in real life. Floating in the Panama Canal of all places. We rescued it. We when I worked on cruise ships years ago, we were fortunate enough to as a photographer, we were fortunate enough to the captain allowed us to get off the ship, but the only way we could get the ship didn't dock in Panama, so the only way that we could get off the ship was by the pilot boat. So we had to kind of like climb off the side of the ship and then onto this rickety old little boat. Remember, this is now 20 years ago, so the health and safety probably wasn't as strict as it was now. But we got onto this little pilot boat in Panama as we're sailing up to get out to the locks in Panama, through the Panama Canal, and we see this thing floating in the water. So the captain of the little pilot takes us over to it, and it's a sloth floating alive. He'd obviously fallen in the water in the Panama Canal. So they picked him up, they hooked something in, hooked him up, and then put him on the shoreline. And to this day, I still think to myself, the little bugger was probably trying to swim the other side of the lock, and then we've taken him back over to this side over here. Because they're slow enough as it is, he was probably going, a nice casual swim. No, and then we come along and then pick him up and then put him on the shoreline again. He's probably going, oh, I was nearly there. To this day, I still think, the poor thing. But no, he was... So that's my story of a sloth floating in the Panama Canal, alive. So we will stick this down. I'm kind of going to snip this away as I'm going round, because I'm going to position this a little bit, like so. And we are going to have... Yeah, I think the ships can dock in Panama now, but when we did it, we weren't. You didn't dock. It wasn't something which we did. We just sailed through the lake and sailed through the locks and then up to the lake, kind of turned around and then come back again. But I did sail through the Panama Canal, end to end as well.
I've never seen a sloth.
Have you not?
I don't think.
So that's going to go like that. Yes, when I did my world cruise, we went from one end to the other, so all the way through it, which was nice. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick the trunk down. And that one's going to go on top like this. This one here is going to go, I can kind of, now I know where that is, I can roughly, I know, let's stick this one down. So a little bit of glue. So just tiny amounts of glue on this. And what you may want to do is just blend it out with your finger so that you don't get any blotching going on, because the problem is that it's such a thin piece that as soon as you push it down, it's all going to push out. So if you kind of do it now on your finger, you can stop that hopefully. And then that's going to go on like that and down like that. Yeah, snakes move a bit faster, though, don't they, Marty? But it's a good story. Did I not, Mum? I'm sure I must have done. No, I've very... No, she probably... Jason said she wasn't listening.
I'm joking.
I've probably got pictures somewhere. I've got a huge box in the cupboard of pictures from my cruise ship days. So we're just going to pop some glue on the back there, and then we're just going to pop this on like so. So I'm going to snip all of this down afterwards. It was Jay that's picking on Mum Heather, not me. So that's that. Okay, then this one right here, I'm going to just... This is going to... I'm going to get rid of... that one. So what I would do, actually, let's cut my sloth out first. I have to sippy Jen.
She's hiding under the...
Thank you.
So we've had a lot of people come in since last time you said hello. So we have Helen, Susan Wormley, William, Janice Larson, Sherry, Vicky, Betty H, Tilly Crafts, Gian, Natty Hayes Crafts, Leanne Rappaport, Mandy Allen, Lisa Bates, Katrina, Debbie, and Sylvia.
Lovely. Good evening to you all. So what's that, Mum? No, you didn't. I heard most other stories. Yeah, I'll dig the pictures out. So we just cut Mr. Sloth out there. Really easy to do, obviously with the dies, which is great. You've got to love a die, haven't you? And that's the last of my die cut I'm going to do, because I've already gone ahead and I've gone and cut everything else which I need. So that's that one there. What did we decide on the colour of his face, Jay?
Use ivory. Something
Use ivory.
in front on the left.
Use ivory.
I did that.
There we go. Right, so that's that one right there. What I'm going to do now is with this one, I'm going to pop these. I'm going to go in like that. Okay, and I'm going to stick that down so that it's kind of going over. It's gone behind, and then we're going to go over this one right that. And let's stick that down. It's going to go on. So, did just split out a little bit that side, but that's fine. That's right. So that's kind of where we are with that one. And then I'll just grab my snips and we will take off that one. Take off that one. That one there. And then we'll take off the trunk here. And take off the trunk at the bottom as well. So that's Mr. Sloth is going to come along here and is going to be grabbing onto some of these vines like that. So I reckon he needs to go on to some dimensionals, I think. Just give him a little bit of height on there. Oh, it sounds really windy out there. We got a storm coming across at the moment. So if we lose internet, it's because we've probably been knocked out. Or so far, so good. So Sloth is going to go on there, gripping onto some of these vines, like that. And his back legs are kind of just gripping onto some of those other little bits right there. So that's that one. Then what we're going to do, I'm going to take the sentiment here, sending smiles across the miles, which is going to go on. So I'm just going to bring this over onto the card base here. That's going to go in like that. Then we are going to then just bring that so it's then just overhanging the side. So I'm happy to go ahead and I think stick that all down now. And then I can then position that once I've done. So I am nearly done, Jay, so just so you can get yourself ready.
Okay. Trying. Oh.
So it's just going in like that. We will grab some dimensionals again. Let's use some, yeah, I'll use the minis again, so that's what I've got. I've got lots of paper on the table tonight. I can get Mrs. Ladybug out.
It's here.
And it is.
It's always out.
And
So everyone's loving this stamp set. I said we weren't keen on it.
We
first.
weren't. It was like, really? And we didn't actually. I suppose, I think we're honest, it's the tiger. We're not too keen on the tiger's face, but I think the more I use it and the more I look at it, the more unrealistic it is, and the more cartoony and the more silly you can be with the set. So it makes it, I think it's, yeah.
Yeah.
It was just his face which we didn't quite like. But I suppose it's, you don't want to make them too scary. It's meant to be, I suppose, geared up for children, don't you? So you don't want to make them a scary lion, so they're nightmares. So that's that. Now to finish this up, what we are going to do is I'm going to stamp the bird. So the bird are coming from, as I mentioned at the beginning, but if you missed it, from the Waves of Inspiration. It's this single little bird right here. We did think about using the birds from the on the ocean, but it was just too, there was just too many of them. And you can selectively ink them, I suppose, but we preferred doing the singles. And so I'm just going to do these in Memento. And we're just going to have one bird there. And then another one. And there, like that. And then that just kind of finished it up a little bit. And then we are done. What? There we have it. That there is my take on the sloth from the Jungle Pals. Ta-da! What do you think?
Done. I think I have everyone.
In hindsight, I reckon I probably should put a layer on this. Maybe a blue layer may have gone nicely behind that, but I think it works quite nicely. So I'm happy with that. Really, really nice. It's very easy to do. The dyes make this so fun as well. You've got other bits in there. You've got grass. So you can. You could probably put some grasses. Grasses. We've got some grasses. So I think they're always those flowers are too big to kind of go on. But if you're using the florals, which Jay is doing, then if it had some tiny little flowers, they would look nice scattered around on those. But yeah, there we have it. That's my card. So somebody will be winning this at the end. So if you'd like a chance of winning this one here, all you need to do is just leave us a comment in the live chat. And if you'd like a chance of winning Jay's card, then you just need to leave us a comment in the regular chat after the live has ended. And we will be picking a winner from that one next Sunday. But I'm going to hand you over to Jay now, and he is going to... let me just tidy up a little bit. Let me get my... Some things are just a little bit too big. I can get my ladybug in. It's great, love it. Right, I'm going to hand you over to Jay. Enjoy the next demonstration.
Lovely. Well done, Barry. Didn't he do well? So, for my card, yeah, I got a piece of white. No. Just need to... I thought I'd go shaded spruce, so it's kind of like the same colors as this one, that merry one. Ooh, I better write that down actually. Bear with. Ooh, I need a pencil. I don't know where it's going. Yeah. Was it Mary Sigler, was it?
Yes.
What's the date? 21st. 24. So yes, so although that is pretty peacock layer, I was like, yeah, it's the same color, but not really. So I'm gonna go with shaded spruce card base. I haven't decided whether to do a shaded spruce layer as well. Ooh, that's quite high, isn't it? I need my marker because I keep going up. probably there, just so I can where am I? There. So yeah, so shaded spruce, I have gone ahead and pre-die cut most. I don't know if I'll need all of them. So from the Jungle Pulse dies, I will be using these leafings in Lemon Lime Twist, a variety of leaves in Granny Apple Green, so different shades, but I'll probably do some ink blending with these, and Lemon Lime as well in the small ones, but again I just die cut them to see what I need. I'll also be pairing the Jungle Pulse with the Perennial Postage bundle for the sentiment, and the dies is the postage ones, which is quite nice, and as well as the Fern 3D embossing folder. So let us create something. So I'll stamp the lemur? How do you pronounce it? Lemur? So that one I'll stamp and memento, and I'll quickly color that as well. I have done one already, and I've done a different colored one as well, so I can share that with you later. So I'm just going to use ivory and bronze. So starting off with the dark areas. For the shadows. With the ears, I thought it's just the inner part, so I tend to do each section at a time. If you wanted to blend it quite well, you do need to do that as well. But the ivory and bronze, it does come as a combo, but as you can see, they're not really a combo per se. It's quite a big difference in color. I didn't carry on the bottom. There you go. And the tail. And for the face, I'll just do, actually, I could introduce a third color, I guess, like Barry did for his sloth. Just so it's got a different shade, but I'm just gonna leave it like that. And what you could do as well is, if you wait for it to dry, you can do a second layer, which I will do just outline on some areas around the ear. And around the eyes. But of course you can just do it. That's quite. I've left some white on his chin. It's not. So I did do another one in, what's that one? Smoky Slate. And again, I did his face different. I left it white but added some marks on his nose and mouth. So I guess that's how you can change it up every time you do one. So of course the Jungle Pals dies comes with here. So that cuts that out, which I have done for this one. And I haven't decided yet whether I want to do the flowers, so I'll leave that out. Leave it out. But these ones are all from here. So now that is done, put that aside. For the perennial postage, I've got a piece of cardstock, which is 3 1/4 by 4 5/8 of an inch, or that is 8.2 by 11.8, I want to say. Just so it's got the same measurement. The measurement was kind of like done because I wanted to use this die and I wanted the outline. So I've die cut that first and I'm gonna extend that down. Okay, the dies in the perennial, a perennial postage, there's a big one, and then the second one down is that one, but the next one down there's nothing, so it's kind of like this one is the next largest, which is a weird one. So you can extend it, so it's easy to do. So I thought I'll show that to you. I've also got a piece of another basic white, the same width, by 3 1/4 by 3 3/4 of an inch, or that is 9.5 by 8.2. So I'm gonna do that. I will die cut this first. So I wanted it a square. So if you think that's the width, so the height, I wanted it there, so it needs to end there. So what you could do is you can count how many bumps there are until the last one. So 1 2 3 bottom. So if I realign that and have 1 2 3 and then the outer line, so you can just reposition that, make sure that it's in place, and you can stick your label, sticky, what's it called, post-it, sticky note, and then just recut it, which is gone. I'll just use this one. I have been using it. I don't know where to put it. Hi Kathy S. Hi Donna. Marshall. Kathy Crafty Sessions. Hello to you. Hazel West as well. I think that is everyone new, Barry. There we go.
Yeah, Kathy, Hazel, Kathy's Crafty Sessions, and Donna.
And plus, you have another piece that you can use if you want to. But there is a small label dice on there as well. But that one's done. For the other piece, I am going to fern emboss that. But once I have my my cutting machine, I will just die cut some flowers in white, just in case I need it. Yes, post-it tape. That's the one. That's what they're called. And maybe another one. 3 for lock. Right. So for embossing, I'll just take out that and use the correct sandwich. I just thought jungle fern. Ooh. I was gonna say it doesn't matter if it's wonky, but obviously it needs to be inside. So 1 and a 4. That back in. Right, let's do some ink blending on this embossed piece. So we'll bring in that thing again, glass mat.
Bye, Beverly.
Okay, I'm gonna do it that way. So you can't see the ring light. There you go. Yeah, that looks alright. It is quite big now. It's huge. Can I go down? There. Okay, that's fine. So, as you may have guessed, this is going to go at the back. Like that. Maybe like that. So I want a gradient on there. So I'm going to have darker on the bottom and then lighter on the top. Or in the middle, maybe. No, I'll do. It is easier, light and then to light to dark. So when you're ink blending, you can also do light to dark. I'll do lemon lime. So you can, as Barry did it, you put your ink on your mat, didn't you?
I did, yeah.
Okay. Or you can just keep it there as well. And it, because it's got a corner, when you kind of like add your ink, it stays in place as well, which is quite nice. So I'm just going to ink it up, but starting on the glass mat. You okay?
Yeah. Charlotte's saying we've got a light out on our thing up there, but no, we haven't. It's just a reflection, Charlotte. All of the lights are working. It's just not picking up for some reason.
Oh, because we have
because
the
it'd
camera.
be because of the camera. It'd be
Yeah.
the camera arm which is blocking it out.
But thank you for letting us know. So lemon lime. Granny apple. It's a darker shade of green. So I'm just going to add that on. I have a habit of, well, I normally hold it, so that's why I'm holding it, but I forget that I don't have to. I don't need to, not really, anymore. So I'm just going more on the side, and plus the side won't be seen anyway, but I do want that slightly blended in because there's not much space, so you could keep your adding that back in to see how far you want those shading. then darker along the base. Okay, that's fine. And then finally, I will, yeah, I'll go Pretty Peacock or Shaded Spruce. I do like Pretty Peacock. I'll go Shaded Spruce. I'm using Pretty Peacock later. Shaded Spruce, I'll use the same. Go. Are you done? A bit more. Because most of these will actually be hidden as well, because I'll be using the die cuts, but I know, you know me, I know it's there. It's all in the details. Decisions, yes. Barry kept asking me stuff earlier and I couldn't decide, and it was just he got a bit annoyed. Like, can you just make a decision? I was like, okay. What do you prefer? There we go. So that's done. Ooh, always, yes. You could also I wasn't going to, but you can flick some water or make use of that ink. I won't. I'll just clean it. Because you can do some smooshing. So if you don't want to use up your or waste those little bits of ink, you can make use of them. This plastic is huge. I guess we can cut it down. Right, that is now done. Just make sure it's neatly done. Okay, so we have that. Oh, I was going to ink blend some of these just for a different look. Like just the edges. You could also use daubers. I'm too lazy to bring the glass mat down, but it's actually easier instead of putting it on the air. Right, sorry. On the air. Right. It's just to add some kind of like colors on there, and along the base. So it has got, I guess, shaded spruce on there, but I haven't re-inked it, so it's just the excess, because the blending brushes do take on quite a bit of the ink. But we normally wash them. Some people just use microfiber cloth or use the same color family for each brush. We do have quite a bit, so let us know in the comments how many blending brushes do you have. Do you have the big one or the small one, and how do you clean yours? Nearly. All right, nearly done. I'm sure I had another one. maybe not. Okay. Maybe just 2 then. Okay, that's it, that's it. So Mary said, what family is a lemur from? Oh, thank you, Vicky. And Charlotte, sorry. I haven't seen. 6 large and 3 small. Yes, so do we. Do you use hand soap or soap to wash them, or just run them around on the tap? Lisa. Be interesting to know. So now we have this upside down. So that's gonna go there, and we'll see where this goes. Okay, so I'm just going to add that on. Before I stick that down, I will be stamping on here. So perennial, where are you? Here. So you're simply marvelous. I've tried to get it straight as I can on there. And pretty peacock. That's wrong. Right. It is quite big. Towards the right. I didn't want to fussy cut it, so I thought, well, at least there's something there at the bottom, so it looks like a picture, I guess. So just gonna stick that down and add this on. What other stamp is there in the set? I think it's just random stuff. There is the postage on here that you embossing one, so you can use that as a stamp. I think you've seen me do that before, but I would say use a magnet to hold it, something quite big. We had the eye, the blue eye, which is easier to hold. Or, oh, I really forgot this one, this thing. That's what I used last time, didn't I? There you go. You can stamp it. Just make sure it. So I'll do some stamping on that then. Cheryl Pandos washes her brushes with soap and water as well. Cool. Yeah, it depends how lazy I am. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't.
We've stopped washing them as frequently now.
Yeah.
We used to wash them because we had less, but we kind of blues stick together. Grit. We kind of got a bit of a colour family-ish going on, haven't we?
Yeah. Sorry, I did it too quickly, but just be careful. But there's 2 sides. There you go. You have a mark. Are you funky? Right, let's see if it works. Yes, so it does work, but because it's quite a solid one, it doesn't go on it too well. I'm gonna see if adding Versamark and putting that on a surface that actually stays on there would work. So let us do that. It could, because I haven't actually used this die before, so it could be just that. But so you get an imprint. So the butterfly doesn't show, but that's fine by me. So I'm just gonna do some random stamping in Pretty Peacock on, what are you? So there. I'm not gonna bother with the versa mark. So I'm just gonna do a few of these. This would probably be good for Barry's card as well, isn't it? Sending smiles across the miles. See, now that it's actually, the more I use it, the more of that butterfly is showing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, one more. Yeah. And that's just get cleaned on with that. There. So we're just gonna add this on and then finish up, because I've just seen the time. Oh. I shouldn't rush because I've got pretty fingers now. Okay, it's the upside down. That one, that one. So because I want that on, and this one's in between, I'll just stick that down with glue. So I'm just adding some on the edge and building it up. I will be cutting that off, but it looks quite nice. It's like coming out of the picture. That one, yeah. Alright. I didn't want it too much. That's fine. Scissor, scissor. And then just cut that off. So just going to build this up. That, and then on top, coming from the outside, so, or the inside, to the right. So it's just a matter of slightly fiddly, but I think it looks nice. And in between we can add some of, ooh, well, not anymore. I was gonna add some smaller flowers, leafings. Okay, once it's stuck down, I can do that. Okay, so I'm just going to add a border before dimensionals. Before I do that, I will just add a linen thread as well. Where did you put the tearing tape?
You just take it back in the thingy over there.
Do a couple. So this one I'll just do there. Top or bottom? I'm gonna do top. Or you can just do a bow. Oh, it's too high. Bow on the top instead, if you don't want to wrap it round. There we go. Do we have? So you can use the foam adhesive or the edge.
I found some web results. You can show them if you ask again from your iPhone.
Okay.
Don't say okay.
Oh, sorry. Or the edge of these. So there's quite a big gap, so you can, if you don't have the foam sheets, these are great for shaker cards. But until you get them, you can just cut the edge of this. That's still if it's still intact, because I've pretty much cut most of it. But there's still some space there. It's all good and it's long. Yeah. So I'm just gonna add that. On the right. Where's that one? Oh, I was like, I'm sure I had another one. So that one, and I need some more. Give me some. And if you cut that off, you can have a zigzaggy one. If you really want one. But that is that one, and just make sure you know where you've taken off. It doesn't matter, that's fine. And then cut that off. Where are we? This is so messy. Sorry, I'm just gonna... I don't know where things are. To take that off. Ooh. Add more dimensional where you need it. Right, you might see my head. It should be just slightly smaller, but because it embossed, that looks alright to me. It's not. Alright, I can see a tiny sliver of that edge, so I'm just gonna cut that off. Not that it probably matters. Just make sure you check if it's actually smaller. I did it the same width initially, and I thought embossing it would make it shrink, but it didn't shrink enough. It probably expanded on some areas. There we go. And that's just gonna get added on with glue. Stick that down. You can make it wonky if you want. The lemur's just gonna go there, and we can add some more of these. No, not that one. I thought these kind of like looks a little bit like the big ones. Yeah, okay, let's do that. One and another one. I did think I did 3, but clearly I didn't. Oh, he can be going on it. he's walking the thread, the linen thread. You can add dimensional, but I'm just gonna do that. Maybe a bit to the right. And then some of these, just the small one. Too much. I know it's lemon lime, lemon lime. I'm just gonna add that on in between. And I am nearly done. So if you haven't added a comment yet, please do so for a chance to win Barry's card. And if you'd like to win this one, come back and add another comment in the main comment section. Right, I did do the flowers, but I won't add that on. I'm just gonna finish up with some embellishment. We'll go with another celebration free item. We'll go with the pecan pie. So all of these celebration items are free when you order £45 or more. The dice is £90. 90. I was like, was it? From our online shop. So I'll just do. Ooh, they look like a lovely bunch. It's quite spacey there, but I think that is done. Or another.
Thank you so much, Mary.
Oh wow, Mary, thank you so much. You could add some more leafings behind just to fill that in, but I will leave that there. And hopefully you like that idea as well with the Jungle Pals. So that one's Barry's card, and that one is...
Leave them on the table. Charlotte's requested, can you just leave them on the table long enough so she can screenshot them?
Yes.
Still taking the last little bits of names.
Cool. Oh, hello, Ina, as well. We also have Kate Rosler, hiya. Diane Hetherington.
Lovely.
So Barry's just gonna try and wade through my mess.
You're gonna boot Tommy off.
Wow. I don't know.
Lovely. So I'm just going to get all of the names ready for the draw, and we're going to pick a little winner for my first card. So let me just get this all ready. So bear with me.
So whilst Barry's doing that, if you haven't seen was it Wednesday's live? I think this is what I did. With the trusty toolbox DSP, again, celebration free item, and I actually blogged this today for the Stamping Sunday blog hop with manly or mainly monochrome theme. So do check that out. The video is on our channel as well, or if you want more inspiration with monochromatic cards or manly cards, do check out the blog hop. And this one with the watercolor melon, I use, you may have seen, it's pretty similar to one of the lives that I done. I used the background of the silicone mat for a really faint, because it's soft sea foam, and I use sponge dauber. And leafings is, can you guess where it's from, Linda? I still haven't posted. Me and Linda were like saying, oh, we should do a game. Guess where the leafings. Guess the leafings.
Guess the leafings, yes.
But I thought it kind of looks similar to the stamp from the watercolor melon. I always have to think what the name is, but yes, that's for the Global Design Project. I think you still have time for the card challenge for this week until tomorrow, Sunday the 20. Oh no, it's today Sunday. Sorry, I thought it was Saturday. But there's another challenge next week, which I believe is a color challenge. So check that out. From tomorrow, 22nd of January 2024.
I'm just having a few problems getting the names in for some reason. It's not updating, so...
Oh, it's not copying and pasting?
No. From this, so just bear with me, I'll just get the last couple of names got to go in.
So who else is in? Lisa McCusker, Nutty Hayes Crafts. Oh, I love watermelon as well, Lisa. One of my top 3 fruits.
Lovely. Right, okay, I think I've got everyone is in there now, so let me just do the settings for a moment. There we have it. So,
Wow, that's a lot.
lots of you in there this evening, so good luck for this one right here. So let's have a little look. Good luck. Good luck, good luck. We all wish you good luck.
And the winner is dun dun
Dun,
dun. Anne!
Congratulations, Anne. Please just email us, Barry and Jay at MitosuCrafts.com. Please just confirm your address and pop today's date, the 21st of January 2024 in the subject line, and we will send you my card. Well done. So I picked the sentiment correct there, sending smiles across the miles, because this is off to Germany. So well done to you.
Amazing.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Lovely. So, do you remember you can purchase anything you have seen us using tonight, or you can earn the Jungle Powers free of charge with a qualifying order. So do just have a little look. If you have any questions about ordering, unsure how to do it or anything, do please reach out to us. Again, just email us, the same email as what we just popped. I'll pop up on the screen again there. Do just email us and contact us or instant message us on Facebook, and we will get back to you as soon as possible. But yes, got any questions, do please reach out. So we're going to head over to Zoom now, just for a bit quick one tonight, whilst I go and cook dinner and Jay tidies up. And yes, so if you'd like to come over there and have a little chat with us, keep Jay company whilst he wades through this mess on the table, which is why I tend to go first. Actually, I realise why. If I ever give you the option again, should I go first or second? It's always first.
I'll go first.
Because I couldn't cope with this crafting afterwards. So, but we will see you again. Yeah.
Everyone's saying hello. There you go.
So, yeah, we will see you again on Wednesday, same time, same place.
Cool. Thank you so
Thanks
much,
very much
everyone.
for watching, and see you very soon.
Take care.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.